YouTube, what's going on? This is CJ the Detail Guy, just back with another video. This is an update video on the 83Os. Last time I did the video, I think I was installing the steering column and the steering wheel. Well, got that part done. Let me show you. Got most of that done. I still don't have the dash locked down because I still got to finish some of the wiring. But the dashboard is in. All that stuff is in. But got some updates, especially with my steering wheel. I was able to get the engraving done here in Hampton at Hampton Roads Engraving. They got that on for me. It didn't cost me a lot. I just took them the button and they did everything. Found this online and did everything. So that's looking good. The dash is in, but of course I got to take it back out because I got to finish with the wiring. But just wanted to get this steering column stuff squared away. So that's done. And it's custom. So little details like that, make it look real good, y'all. So see how that's looking. But now, the next move now, because I got everything is now to this center console. So as you can see, I cut my center console, basically cut half of it off. Basically, the way the shifter was in, I didn't have enough space from where the center console was to the dash. So the best thing for me to do was to cut it down the front side. Let me show you how much I cut off of it. But I had to cut it off because I got to get it centered and lined up right. So basically I cut that much off where the shifter was initially at. I cut that part off because I needed this much room to make everything work with the dashboard. So I cut that part off, and I was going to make, or I'm still going to, make a finished front section for my console. So let me show y'all what I've been doing with my mindset. You probably already seen it. So this is where we're at right now. All right, I got this back section of the console sitting in here where it's going to be. I got to get this front shifter set exactly where it needs to be. And mind you now, this is going to be my first time actually making my own or building any type of console. So from here to this section here, I got to build the console in there with the speaker pods on both sides. All right, so there's a drop from here down to here. So I'm gonna make a plate that goes right here, and on that plate will be the push buttons for the different things that I have in the car on this plate right here. Then from here, there'll be a section running to here that meets up to this point and flush across the front of the dashboard. So excuse me, I've been in here today trying to figure this part out, which I've come up with maybe a solution so far, but I started it in cardboard. So that was some of the cardboard, but this is where I'm at so far, y'all. This is where I'm at so far. So with this, what I've created, what the section I just told you, I got the section here that drops down from the top part where the cup holders are of the dash that's in there now. This part here would be where my buttons would be. This center section here goes from the shifter to button up against the dash all the way up to here. So this is what I've come up with so far. It's flimsy, of course, because it's cardboard with just tape on it. But let me show y'all how it's going to be in here. So, of course, you got to get it over your shifter. Get it in. hopefully you can see how that's going. All right. So this section here will be flush with the top of the console there, as you can see that. Then you got your shifter in the middle, flush up to this portion here. Of course, this is going to be a lot tighter and up here, especially when I build the parts that go to it. This back section right here is going to get cut off. It's about right here, and a bar going across this way, because this part will be inside of this, the part of the originally made center console. So everything will run flush. And once I get all that stuff made with the wood, the whole console is going to get wrapped in the black wrap or vinyl all the way forward. So this is the updates that we got going so far. Now what I'm getting ready to do, I got my wood, my 2 different types of wood. This board here is going to be for, you see the thinness of it. This board is going to be for that top section that covers the shifter. I may make the side panels as well out of that same board, and then do some wood designs with the bigger board. The bigger board here, this board is a little thicker. Might do some designs out of that, or I might flip it the opposite. Use this board to do the side panels, and use this board here, or this slimmer board, to do some designs along the side. But there will be some speaker pods here in this section here and on both sides. So it'll pretty much, be pretty much just like what you see. But it'll be clean, all wrapped in black. As you can see how the shifter is in there. She lining up pretty good. Look, it look a little messy right now, y'all, because it's just wood. I just threw it in here just to show y'all. But she's going to be flush with the shifter. That chrome portion that you see right there will be up a bit. And it'll be plush all the way to the dash. So it's in line. You got your push button, 2 cup holders. You got your section right here. This section here will have your buttons in it. This portion here going to the shifter, going up to the dash. The one thing I am going to do with this, being that I'm gonna have to put the screen is going to cover this, so my controls for my HVAC will be down here now. So it'll be across here, and it's enough line to get those right here. I already got a different setup for the lighter. The lighter there, that's inside here, inside the console right here. So I ain't worried about that. That's taken care of. So don't really need that. So that may be coming out if need be. May not need to, the way the brackets go for the screen, because this whole section will be pretty much covered by that screen now. So so you'll have your screen, and then you have your climate controls right down up in here. I gotta figure out, and what I wanted to figure out was how to get my crossover put in here, but I might have to come with a different idea with that. But we'll figure that out on the way. It might be enough room right there to put it there. It's rather slim, so it might be enough room. Of course, this part here is going to be flush up against that like that, so it may be enough room in front of there to get climate controls and my slim crossover there, or my EQ I should say, so I can control my music, clear my music and stuff up pretty good. So, but this is what I'm working on right now. It looks a little messy right now. Hopefully you can see the vision of how that's gonna go in there. With all that tape and cardboard, it looks kind of weird, but once you see it, when it's wrapped and whatever design I'm gonna put on it, then hopefully it'll be, it'll look a little bit better. But there'll be lights going through this, around the side of it, all the way, and around the speaker pods. So it'll be lit up in the middle. The shifter has a light on it. The cup holders have lights on them. And then of course the doors and things got lights. The rear panels and stuff have lights, so it'll be lit up. It'll look pretty good. Hopefully, you know, I can get the base part done good, the wood section that I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna take it to my upholstery man who did all my upholstery and get him to wrap it and do the stitch on it that I want on it and stuff like that to make it look real professional. So yeah, just trying my hand. Look, these shops don't always got to do everything. Figure some of this stuff out on your own and work it out. So that's what I'm doing now. Hampton Roads Engraving, I just again want to thank them. They did that in a day. They got my steering wheel right in a day, so I'm grateful for that. I appreciate that. They're in Newport News, Virginia, down off Washington Avenue in Newport News. So you need them, hit them up, HamptonRoadsEngraving.com. All right, but it's just another update on the 83 O's. She coming along little by little. Shoot, we working it out in here, y'all. This CJ the Detail Guy. I'm gone.